Tough luck, Novak. Please tell us how you managed the injury the last 48 hours and today when you realized that you just couldn't go on.
Well, I didn't hit the ball since Alcaraz match, so until like an hour before today's match. Yeah, I did everything I possibly can to basically manage the muscle tear that I had, and yeah, medications and I guess the strap and the physio work helped to some extent today, but yeah, towards the end of that first set, I just started feeling more and more pain, and it was too much to handle for me at the moment. So yeah, unfortunate ending, but I tried.
Matt.
Was tough day today. Was there any chance that if you won the first set, you'd see if you felt some adrenaline or?
No, it could
like
be.
that?
I mean, if I won the first set, I mean, maybe I would try. I don't know, a few more games, half a set, maybe a set. I don't know. But it was getting worse and worse. So I knew even if I won the first set, it is going to be a huge uphill battle for me. You know, to stay physically fit enough to stay with him in the rallies. You know, for another, God knows what, 2, 3, 4 hours. You know, I don't think I had that, unfortunately, today in the tank.
I recall a couple of years ago when you sustained a similar injury. I remember you had a scan, and the scan was not great. Just wonder whether you'd had a scan on this and how it.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a muscle tear. You know, 2 years ago, I could have, I have managed it better on the court. It didn't bother me as much. This time that wasn't the case. So, you know, in this kind of instances, you just, I guess you have to try to do as much as you possibly can in a shortest amount of time, and that was the case. Yeah, I had an extra day, so 2 days no match. So I thought, you know, it's going to be good enough, maybe. But yeah, that wasn't the case, unfortunately.
Helen.
I realise you've only just come off court and you won't have talked about this yet, but what's your feeling?
Can you just go slower, please?
Sorry.
Yeah.
What's your feeling about the arrangement with Andy? Would you like it to continue? Do you think it will continue?
I don't know. You know, we both were disappointed with what just happened, so we didn't talk about that, about the future steps. You know, we are so fresh off the court, so. I'll definitely have a chat with Andy and thank him for being here with me and see, you know, give him my feedback, which is, of course, positive, and see how he feels, and we make the next step. You know, we're just still, you know, hot-headed and disappointed, so it's kind of hard to kind of switch the page and start talking about what the next steps are. You know, I think we both need to cool off a little bit, and then we'll have a chat.
Novak, notwithstanding your disappointment now, are you satisfied with your tournament given your win over Alcaraz in general?
I actually thought I played really well as I played the last 12 months, to be honest. And I liked my chances if I was physically fit and ready to battle. I liked my chances today, and, you know, who knows? Of course, it was never going to be an easy battle, an easy match for me. I mean, neither it was for Sasha, even if I was not injured. But as I said, you know, I think I was striking the ball very well, and a lot of positives to take in terms of how I played. Semifinals is a very good result considering, you know, the circumstances, but, you know, it's not satisfying to me, you know, for my standards. I always, you know, look for the highest goal, you know, to reach the finals and fight for a trophy. So I wish Sasha all the best. You know, he deserves his first slam. You know, I'll be cheering for him. Hopefully he can get it here.
3 more.
No,
Novak, you've been such a great champion here in Melbourne. You had your family here this year. Is there a chance that this might be your last Australian Open?
I don't know. There is a chance. Who knows? I'll just have to see, how the season goes, and I want to keep going, but whether I'm going to have a revised schedule or not for the next year, I'm not sure. I normally like to come to Australia and play, and I've had the biggest success in my career here. So if I'm fit, healthy, motivated, I don't see a reason why I wouldn't come. But there's always a chance. Yeah.
Last two, Neil and Charlie.
I could just ask how long you think you might be out with this, and can I just also ask you to talk about your physical, pain? Can you sum up emotionally how you feel? This is you're playing so well at your most successful Grand Slam, and you've had that taken away from you.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not the first time that I kind of encountered this kind of circumstances. It is what it is. Injury is the biggest enemy of a professional athlete, and in the past I managed certain injuries, like the one you mentioned a few years ago, that to some extent even helped me even play better and win the tournament. But yeah, it wasn't to be this time, and that's okay. I cannot throw away all the incredible memories and results and achievements that I have achieved here over the years just because this year, I retired in the semifinals. I still, of course, now freshly off the court, I'm disappointed and upset, but at the same time, Australia always will stay in my head, in my heart, as the best slam that I've ever played and ever performed on. So, look. When you're on the court, it's adrenaline. It's a lot of things that you're experiencing. So emotionally, it's a roller coaster in some way. In some instances or some phases of the match, you feel better. Some you're feeling almost anxious. So you have to weather that storm. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. It also depends on the other player, how he's managing those situations, and that's the beauty of one-on-one sport. Individual sport is such that there's no replacement, there is no substitution. I could not go out now after first set and somebody comes in for me, and then I rest for an hour, maybe come back for the next match, and my team wins. It doesn't happen in our sport. If you in a way don't show up, and if something is wrong, you're out. So, but that's the sport we're part of. I love it. I think it has given me the opportunity to be here. So there's a lot to be grateful for and really proud of.
I know that, like you say, we've become so used to you pulling off these miraculous physical recoveries. How much of a worry is it that at the French in here?
Sorry, I didn't answer your question. You asked me how long. Yeah, sorry, I will answer. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I have to examine more this injury. When I go back home now to Europe, I will get together with the medical team and my physios and try to understand what we can do in the quickest way to recover and get back on track. I still have a Doha tournament in a few weeks' time that is scheduled. Whether I'm going to play it or not, it really does depend on how quickly I recover. But I had success with the quick recoveries in the past. Let's see. It just depends on the muscle and how it responds to the treatment.
I was just saying, sorry, we've become so used to these miraculous physical recoveries. How much of a worry is it for you that here and at the French that wasn't quite possible?
I mean, how much of a worry is it? I don't know. It's not like I'm worrying, approaching every Grand Slam now, whether I'm going to get injured or not. But statistics are against me in a way in the last couple of years. So it is true that, you know, I was getting injured quite a bit last few years. I don't know what exactly is the reason for that, you know. There's maybe several different factors, but I'll keep going, you know. I'll keep striving to win more slams, and as long as I feel that I want to put up with all of this, I'll be around.
Wide World of Sports on YouTube is your home of the tennis this summer.
With highlights of the best matches of the summer of tennis, the on-court interviews and every day with the morning serve, you'll be ahead of the game.
So click that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing this summer.